Yo, guys. On the day that I'm making this, August 2nd, there are 15 days, 4 hours, and 19 minutes until Microsoft releases their Flight Simulator 2020. For you guys, after you've seen this video, it would be a week, because today this video is coming out on the 11th. Next week is the 18th. This is scheduled to come out on the 18th. The clip that you saw at the beginning of this video was the game. So let's just walk through what's actually happening here and why this is so amazing. First off, the graphics. The clouds. Put this side by side with any flight simulator ever, it will not look like this. Not even close. Just listen to the audio of the plane, try to tune out the music. Right there, we missed it. First, let's go back a little bit. So this is, the details in this is amazing, because they use, I don't know if they said Android Maps or Google Maps or what types of maps they use, but they use a search engine's Earth to get the 3D builds. Like, you know how Google Earth has 3D mode? They use something similar to that to generate these things. Right there, the rainbow. I don't think there's any flight simulator that has that. And look at the details of all the buildings. The clouds. I think that's rain over there. The river looks like, I don't know if I'm looking at real life. If someone showed you this picture, what would you think it is? Real life or a flight sim? I just don't have any words. Look at this, and they're trying to show you that there's multiplayer because there's more planes flying, unless they're AI. The graphics on this, I just can't. Look at the animation for the landing gear. Wait. So, in about a year or two, there's gonna be games that look more realistic than real life. Which sounds kind of dumb, but let me click on anywhere in this video right there. Yeah, actually. I'm going to show you this landing gear animation. Again. Microsoft Flight Simulator. Let's go to the official YouTube channel and see what they have. Planes and handcrafted airports. So I'm just going to walk through a couple of these videos. I haven't seen half of these. They have animals. They have... You know what? They're supposed to have animals in FSX. So if you don't know, there's actually 3 different games per se in this game. There's a $59, there's an $89, and there's a $119 game. This is the standard, so this is the $59 game. You can get it on Steam, but these are the planes that the standard game comes with. And so far, there's no commercial passenger jet. And I wanted to fly one of those. Oh, so these are turboprop planes. So these... Yeah, I probably would fly some of those in this game. Standard jets. That's the only jet we have, which... Okay. Standard airliners. Okay. Oh, standard airports. So we have... airports that we can fly at. But they said that they have worldwide, so apparently it's not technically anywhere in the world. Is that, I want to look up to see if that's actually what I think it is. I think that is Orlando. Yeah, I was right. They have Orlando International. JFK Airport. I don't know what that one is. KEB? Oh, it's an airport in Alaska. That's why I don't recognize it. There's actually a lot more airports than I thought there would be. I thought it was just that list. See, now I feel like finishing uploading on my main channel a lot more. If you don't know, I actually try and upload or record videos for far in advance. I have most of September recorded for. I just need to edit and upload them. So if I can record for the rest of the year now and then I can just play this, maybe live stream some of this. Yes, stay tuned for some live streams. Maybe let's plan on the first week in September for a live stream on this, and I'm gonna write that down now. So I'm gonna live stream somewhere between September 1st and September 10th on this YouTube channel playing this game, so stay tuned for that. Let's shoot for live streaming twice. I'm gonna try and live stream over the weekend, so the 4th, 5th, or 6th. So that should be all the airports in the standard. I can't imagine them having more in a standard. Okay, so now this is everything in the deluxe mode. This one cost $89. So it has all the planes from every other mode, I believe. Why would it not? Yeah, most of these planes were in the other one. The Baron, no, the Baron wasn't in the first one. I don't think any of those planes were in the first one. I think that's why it's... Spain? Okay. Premium Deluxe is, I believe, the $119 one, which has more jets. Yes. Yes, that's why I wanted that one, because I want to fly the Dreamliner. I'm trying to take notes. What did that say at the end? The sky is calling.
Ready to take to the skies? Here are 6 reasons to be excited about Microsoft Flight Simulator. Arguably the biggest surprise at E3 2019, the Microsoft Flight Simulator trailer grabbed the undivided attention of the flight sim community and put millions of other gamers in touch with their inner Amelia Earhart. An astonishingly beautiful tour through iconic cities, landmarks, and untouched wilderness. The trailer alone breathed new life into a neglected genre, while hinting at the most convincing giraffe, elephant, and flamingo simulation technology.
Yes. Let's watch that again.
Giraffe, elephant, and flamingo simulation technology.
I wonder if you could have an engine failure scene that you have birds. A bird strike. I'm not sure. Because the bird just could go straight through the plane, but I don't see that happening with how much graphics they have in this.
This side of Planet Zoo. We know it's on the way, so here are our 6 reasons to get hype for Microsoft Flight Simulator.
That's enough. Just seeing the graphics of that plane taking off, I want this game now.
Flight Simulator's big headline USP is its accurate modeling of the entire planet Earth. Just think of the possibilities. Attempt to land a Cessna on the street you grew up on. Recon your next travel destination in an aerobatics plane. Revisit the spot where you first professed love for a significant other. Then roar off into the sunset. Or hit the eject button while weeping bitter tears of regret, depending on how it worked out for you. The world's 45,000 airports, 2 million cities and towns, and 1.5 trillion trees have been sourced from 2 petabytes of Bing Maps imagery, bolstered
Bing Maps. Wow.
by procedural generation courtesy of Microsoft's Azure Cloud Services. Depending on how fast your internet connection is, this data can be streamed to you from the cloud in real time, or with pre-caching. A fast connection will give you incredible close-up detail, but if that proves too rich for your copper, or you're playing offline, then you'll still have the whole world, but there'll be much more reliance on procedural generation up close. Things will still look good, but they might not be as accurate. however you spin it, it's still impressive. This looks like a very, very pretty game indeed, but ask a flight simmer how powerful of a PC you typically need to fly in 4K, and they're likely to swiftly change the subject. We're a little more optimistic when it comes to MSFS. Historically, flight sims have struggled with optimization because their small, specialist development teams had no choice but to use off-the-shelf tech to render insanely longer than intended view distances and crunch complicated aerodynamic physics.
So in that shot right there,
Distances and
that one, you can see the air coming off of the plane. That's what those lines are, like which way the gravity is pulling, and I think the red is stalling.
complicated aerodynamic physics. In
Yeah.
contrast, Asobo have developed a bespoke engine from scratch and have the financial and technological backing of Microsoft, who clearly want this game to appeal to fresh players as much as die-hard simmers. And what Microsoft wants, Microsoft tends to get. You'll want loads of RAM, a very capable CPU and GPU, and enough overclocking to heat your entire home for the absolute best 4K experience. But you can also expect Flight Simulator to look decently amazing on a sensible rig too. And, of course, we'd be remiss if we didn't suggest applying your upgrade fund to include brilliantly engineered flight peripherals, as well as a new rig. Links in the description and on screen. When done correctly, aviation mostly happens in the sky. And so too does the weather. Asobo have put in serious work to make their meteorological modelling second to none. MSFS boasts volumetric rain, clouds and rainbows, and everything will be modelled dependently and procedurally. Just like in real life, you'll never see the same cloud twice, and the weather will interact with the landscape in ways that look utterly convincing. So, for example, rainbows will occur when, how and where light scattering calculations dictate, and will be dynamically generated rather than in any way scripted. And while weather science certainly is interesting, as the saying goes, the proof of the pudding is in the eating. Or, in this case, the standing and looking with your mouth wide open. Those are some handsome clouds. Whether you want to muck about with friends writing rude words in contrails, or fly Heathrow to LAX in real time according to strict instructions from air traffic control, MSFS has you covered. All real world.
So I don't know if they mean air traffic control in the game, like the game is telling you which way to turn and stuff, or if multiplayer, or if in multiplayer people can actually be in town. It looks like you can select where you're going to and from, and it will have a flight plan for you.
World traffic will be visible in the game world, and there will be a couple of options for filtering this, with some of them allowing you to adjust weather conditions and time of day, and others mirroring real-world conditions at the time. To keep this running smoothly, there's a lot of clever stuff going on under whatever the aircraft equivalent of a hood is. In congested areas, visible traffic will be limited to the 50 closest aircraft, and connection issues will be dealt with by dead reckoning and AI intervention. So you won't be seeing any UFO-like behavior due to lag or disconnection. A lot of people assume that, like most things that require years of training and invasive annual medical checkups, flying an airplane is quite difficult. But that's really only true if you want to do it in real life. Simulated, consequence-free flying is a natural and relaxing experience that anyone can enjoy. Helpfully, Asobo have built in simulated pilot head movements to provide flight model interaction. Ask too much of your flying machine and it'll start fighting back, giving you little hints to back off your inputs or keep pushing if you fancy some stall recovery practice. Depending on their temperament, players will be able to learn accurate cold and dark startup procedures for each plane via a step-by-step tutorial or spawn in with everything already set up. Your pilot seat still warm from the rump of an imaginary aeroplane butler. In short, you can learn from this game, but you absolutely do not have to.
Alright, so that was it. So this is where I'm going to be ending this video. So I hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll be back with more. Bye!